Hey, play that back one more time.
Carmelo Anthony stuff there.
No, go back further.
You can only hide in the darkness. So like when the sun rose,
yeah,
and all the vampires died. But there was also some Carmelo Anthony stuff there too, with the stake in the heart. There's all these guys stabbing people in the heart with this wooden stake, So anyway, it was
what?
That was ignorant as hell. That was ignorant as hell.
Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
That's some ignorant shit. And they just go sit there and let him say that. That Whyte daddy. There you go.
Are you serious right now?
I guess he's serious.
Straight up.
How? Okay, so how do we bring Carmelo into this? Considering not even his parents were born when this movie is in reference to. How do you go back to that? Not to mention, something? I believe there have been many, many other stabbings that have taken place, many poke ups that have taken place long before. Why this one as an example? Why this one in particular did you choose to? Shit, man, boy.
Because the white people is gonna white people. That's what they gonna do. I don't understand how you make a joke about something like that. That's a very unfortunate situation.
That is crazy. Like he like so the movie is Sinners, right? So he automatically went into that movie called Sinners, thinking about Carmelo Anthony. So, or as soon as he saw a black man stab a white vampire in the heart, he thought about Carmelo Anthony and Austin Whyte.
Okay, now do you think that his family, do you think that the McCaffrey's family would like that? You don't think that's even maybe like what is it? Come on, bro.
That's so disrespectful. They child very and to use their child in a movie review for not even I don't even know I thought I was being sensitive when I thought I was being sensitive, but I thought that was completely out of place. Thought I was nasty, but I wanted other people to give they say so because I thought I was maybe I'm being sensitive. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he had a line for that.
Because if that was my child, don't use my child as a movie reference. That's crazy, especially when your child ain't got nothing to do with the movie reference. This ain't a football movie. This ain't a track star. This ain't a track movie. They ain't running track. Like this shit's crazy. It ain't a track movie, it ain't a football movie. It's a different time period. But that's crazy.
I don't even think the white child
What happened to you?
Am I back?
Yeah, you bet. Yeah.
I said I don't even think the Austin's parents would appreciate that shit. Like, what are you doing?
I don't think neither one of their parents would appreciate that shit because now it's like you're implicating that you're automatically implicating that one is guilty and the other one is an innocent. So who's the vampire?
Right. It was just it was in poor taste.
So is he saying that Carmelo and Anthony? So he said Carmelo Anthony is justified because I would say that the people in the movie were justified for stabbing those. Hold up. Hold up. Did he walk into a trap? Did he walk into a trap though? Hold on. Did he walk into a trap though? Did he walk into a trap? Because I would say that those black people were justified to stab those vampires in the heart.
4-star. I give it a 2.
The devil trying to get it. The devil trying to get in, trying to bite the string. But anyway, trying to bite my wires. But check this right. Now here we go. Stop.
Here's the other piece too.
The fuck? Shit.
It was kind of
this shit is wild. But anyway, damn, I forgot what I was about to say, man. This is the devil working on it. Ooh wee. The devil working on my computer. Ooh wee. Son, kids, put some roots on my computer right now. Make it stop.
Right now.
Make
Right
it
now.
stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. Make him stop his ways. But nah, but I forgot I was about to say fucking with this shit, man. Damn, computer.
Pastor Father said, "Put down the guitar." He was begging his son to put down his sin, right?
Yes.
Instead,
No.
he held on to his sin, and it turned out that he kind of at the end he was a hero because he went on to play the blues all over. That's how the movie ended, with him as an old man playing the blues. So instead of turning from his sin that got him into all this trouble, he clung to his sin, and it was kind of showing them the young man who clung to his sin ended up being the hero, which I thought was a interesting take as well. So anyway, that's my DEI take for the day. I hope you guys appreciate it. I deserve a raise.
His DEI take. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's his victim. That's his victimhood. So he
That's
sounded like
crazy.
a victim the whole time. He definitely did. He definitely sounded like a victim. I guess that shit is crazy.
And the guitar was not his sin. So see, this why people need to mind their own business. You don't know what you're talking about, stuff.
It's bad work. It's nasty work. Honestly, I wish I could show some of them. Matter of fact, I don't give a damn, dog. I'm gonna see if I can pull up some of the damn movie. Fuck it. Like not like whatever's on YouTube or whatever.
See if you can.
Because I ain't trying to be I ain't trying to get on all that monetized shit.
You ain't trying to be monetized.
I don't really care about it that much. I don't care about it that much that I won't show this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I don't care about it that much that I won't show this shit.
It's a good movie.
We've been going a long time. You back now. You twins? Nah, we cousins.
There are legends of people with the gift of making music so true. You can conjure spirits from the past and future. This gift can bring fame and fortune.
Will somebody take me in your arms?
But it also can pierce the veil between life and death.
Listen here. This ain't no house party.
Shit.
Damn.
Y'all ready to drink? Y'all ready to sweat till y'all stink?
You want some?
You keep dancing with the devil.
Careful, boy. You gonna bite off more than you can chew.
One day he's gonna follow you home.
You got us a problem, y'all. What the hell going on? Oh, we heard tale of a party. This world already left you for dead. I can save you from your fate.
You don't need no saving.
Yes, you do. And you are? I am. Your way out. Don't cry. It's all better now.
Yes, I lied to you.
I don't believe in magic. Ghosts, demons. Just power.
Somebody please take me.
We're gonna kill every last one of you.
I ain't mean to scare you. Thought y'all done forgot about me in here. Come on, open the door, let me on out of here.
Stay. It's you?
Of course it's me. Open the door.
That ain't your brother.
Lied to you.
Good movie.
Yeah. So that was a little rundown of it right there, Smitty.
Yeah, yes. It's like a blend of Dawn till Dusk Till Dawn or something, and 28 Days a Night. It's like a, now that I see it, it feels like a, with the I like it. Seems all right. Seems like it might be something I actually would want to watch. And I
Yeah,
don't do,
you need to go watch it.
you know what's crazy? You know what's real crazy? I don't like horror movies like Last House on the Left and all that other crazy stuff, Exorcist. But I do like, I guess from a kid, like zombie movies, because I'm from the days of the first original Night of the Living Dead, when we almost thought the nigga was going to make it, and right at the last moment before the credits, they got him between our eyes. Still upset about that. Anyway, so from zombie movies and vampires, I ain't gonna lie, like I don't know if I consider that horror. Like I like those type of movies, but not. I don't like that other stuff, all that like demon. No, I don't like all that stuff. But I like that right there. I think I might check it out. On board.
So they played on both sides. They did definitely talk about the demon in the spiritual world, but they use the spiritual world as almost as a shield against the vampires. It's almost like fighting fire with fire, almost, right? So, and what Jason Whitlock and them didn't understand when they were doing their interview of it, they were like, what they were saying is they were praising witchcraft, or they were
man, bump all of that. How did
Yeah.
Carmelo come into it? But all right, even if so, you not know how many movies, like, come on, Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah.
There's so many movies. Constantine. We can go down a list of movies that got endless, like, symbolism in it. Symbolism, excuse me.
Here we got somebody hating. The movie was hot, steaming, fermenting dookie juice.
And you know what?
That's
People
a
like
hater.
me, you know what? No, but you know what? People like me, that makes me want to go see it even more. When I hear people, no, for real, I'm one of the type, okay, bet I'm gonna be defined. I'm gonna go see it twice.
Good morning.
Exactly.
That don't
I'm
stop
see it
me.
twice.
That doesn't move that's just a person's opinion. And I mean, yeah, of course. I've heard many times people tell me they don't like deep dish pizza. I love it. Okay, you see, there are certain things that people would tell you that they don't like, but that don't matter. I'm going to check it out myself if I choose to want to check it out, no matter what nobody says.
It was a great movie. I think the music was good. I think the cinema. I mean,
I think it's going to be a great date night. That'll be a great.
Yeah, it is. I went last night.
Date night.
Yeah, I went last night. You know, I said I went. You know, had a little good time last night, and it was amazing. I would like to go see it by myself.
My husband took me last weekend.
But see, I kind of want to see it by myself though, because like when you're watching a movie with someone, it's great, right? It's fun because y'all get to interact with it together, watching it. However, when you get to just watch it by yourself, it's a different experience too.
That's home. That's more of a me in the crib, like I'm on some just chilling. But like if I actually go out, when I go see it, definitely I will be accompanied.
Yeah, it's a great. I'll tell you what, it's a great movie to go on a date with, because I'm telling you, like last night, we were talking amongst each other just as much as watching a movie. So I guarantee you, I missed some things.
But see, that's the best kind. I don't listen. It's not really deep or intriguing if right then and there at the end of it, you like, oh, I caught everything. Nah, I love that one. Like you watch it maybe some years down the line, you're like, yo, I never peeped that before.
Mm-hmm.
I like those little puzzle pieces. I'm just one of those. I love to tap in, so that always intrigues me personally.
Man,
I know there was some.
And it
in
gives
that
it
movie.
rewatch. It gives it rewatch value. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
it's a lot of rewatch value in that movie because it's very culturally it's laced with a bunch of culture. And especially if you into hoodoo. And if you don't understand the connection of spirituality with black folk and life and how they kind of they're not separate, then you end up like this white man that didn't understand half of what's going on in the movie.
You know what's
Yeah.
wild that I learned about that, son Kish? Here in the Western, because of our language, like when you see two O's like Scooby or whatever. But if I'm not mistaken, over there more so in the Eastern, like Africa and other places, they call it voodoo. We're the only ones that say voodoo. They say voodoo, but we just gonna say voodoo. Like I'm just so used to saying it. Voodoo magic.
No. I didn't say voodoo. I said
He said
hoodoo.
who do or who done?
Oh, I thought she
And
said voodoo.
no, I said
Yeah.
hoodoo
Who
because
do or who
hoodoo is
done?
African American. Voodoo is
What is
Haitian
voodoo?
or New Orleans.
Really?
Yeah, I actually had a who done book. I should have.
Really?
I sold it because they told me that my mama said I get them evil spirit books out of your house. But I had a who done book. Yeah,
Yeah.
And
but
it's
yeah,
not an evil spirit.
Mama
Like if
said
you
get the
actually,
evil spirit books out the house.
I had to get
but,
it out, man.
but when you look at the movie, they didn't even really actually paint the vampires as anything evil. You know, they were just dead because they're
The most significant message that I get from anything vampire related movies is this. If you notice, whenever they come to your door, so the spiritual connection I get, not to go too deep, and I'll make it brief, is just like in life, you can either choose to allow the energy in or not. Vampires, if you notice, it's always this thing where like they can't come in unless you invite them. And I take that and I transfer it into spiritual and energy out here. And that's why I guard myself and I keep my peace, because I don't invite Dracula into my house, if you want to say. Rock out.
yeah.
But that was also part of the movie too, because unfortunately unfortunately with so much anger, I think they got mad and said, "Well, come on in and do what's up. Like, let's get it." You know how you can get so mad at someone or you invite, like, even though you're trying to like retreat or step away, they just keep, you know what I'm saying? They keep pushing your buttons, keep rocking with you. Then you like, you know what? Fuck it, man. Let's go. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's the problem. That I think that's what happened to them. Like, I think they ended up inviting them in literally through frustration and anger. They got so frustrated and angry that they just said, "Fuck it, nigga, let's go." That's unfortunately what happened. I mean, you got to watch it.
So
It's an interesting movie.
you think they should have waited? Just let them stand out there until uh the sun came up.
You know that's what the plan. We know that was like Dust to Dawn. Want that the plan? That's always the plan with the vampires, to wait their ass out. But they pressing. They pressing just like Austin Metcalf, since we doing that. Since we doing that, I didn't want to do that, but I mean that's no, you know what? I'm sorry. Forgive me, guys. I shouldn't have did that. I take that back. I'm not going to stoop to their level. That was nasty. I'll admit that was nasty of me to just do that. So I admit that I was wrong. I take that back. I take that back. That was nasty work. I ain't gonna do that no more. I ain't gonna say that no more. But I'm just saying, like, they was approaching.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, I do
But it's
also.
a really go ahead.
No, go ahead, son. Kiss you finish. I didn't know you
I'm
was
just
going.
saying it was a really good movie. I can't believe that they found some way to shit on this movie.
I can't believe somehow or another, Anthony Carmelo Anthony became one of the guest leading roles in this daggone thing. Apparently, that was him stabbing the vampires.
That nigga need to get paid. He need to get some crop.
So apparently the movie is based on a true story. I don't understand. Like, why did they put that at the beginning? I don't know. Is it? Because I don't know how my man
It's
got
a
paid.
lot of stuff going on in that movie. So you know the legend or the myth about what's his name? Robert. He went to the
Robert Johnson. Yeah.
say he made a deal with the devil, but it's not the devil, it's the black man. What's his name, Pastor? I forgot.
I forgot the black man that actually taught him how to play the guitar, but he did teach him how to play the guitar in a graveyard though. They were still doing
Oh,
some.
you talking about
They were still doing some other shit.
You talking about in real life the blues player that sold his soul?
Yeah, Robert Johnson. Yeah.
I heard about that story. They said the same thing
Yeah,
about
so
Sam Cooke, but I don't know. Good.
But but the fact is
but
how they brought how they so the white guy was saying that he couldn't understand how they brought all these times together. He's like at one point they were doing the blues, then they were doing hip hop, then they were doing this, they were doing that. But somehow he figures out how to see this movie and bring in Carmelo Anthony. Like his strength is
right,
way farther than understanding how the blues have something to do with rap music now. Like that makes sense. But watching this movie and Carmelo Anthony, that I can't go with that. I don't understand. I'm not linking it. I'm not.
I don't understand it. I'm not linking it at all because one, even down to generally movies like that we go see to, kind of get away from, I guess, the everyday news and stuff. So it's like, God damn, you bringing it here too? Like, could you leave that in the car? Can you just basically get back in the car? Maybe I'll hear something about it on the radio ride home or something. But like for right now, could you not like even begin to do that? And a lot of people don't recognize, and that's what I call fear mongering. And it's crazy. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Sunkiss, we talked about it the other day on the Nigga News Network.
yeah,
Yeah, when we just talking about that, the fear mongering and how certain they just keep pushing it, keep pressing it in your face, and that's why we got people going around here, and every single little thing is racial, every single thing is discrimination, and it's like, nah, I think y'all missing the nuances of how humans just have naturally interact for quite some time now,
right.
and now overnight we just happen to like try to like switch all of this, and now everybody is so offensive. If you begin to think for yourself or have a thought for yourself, you are so disrespectful. How dare you actually be someone who actually has your own thought process? Don't you know we're on a hive mind mode right now? Don't you know the wave is everybody says the same thing and it's all I.
And the thing about this is the Indians, the black people, and the Asians. Everybody was really getting along. Matter of fact, that's how the Asians ended up at the juke joint because they made the sign. The Asians made the sign. They was rocking with the black people doing business and commerce. They're like, yo, we're gonna come to the joint tonight too. He took his lady out on a date, and they had a good time. And it just got crazy. The Irish people came trying to bite people. It got crazy.
Pastor, I have something for you. Just keep on talking.
Yeah, it is, and I thought that was crazy. But another thing, though, when we bring up how he brought up that Carmelo Anthony thing is he made the precept of talking about Jesus and vampires and how he was like he didn't like this movie because it was making white people look like vampires and not like Jesus. That's pretty much what he was saying.
How many roles have white people played as Dracula? I don't understand. Have we not seen Underworld?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what are we doing?
It's because it's black, and you must demonize anything that is black. And I can't believe that fat ass bald head nigga sit his ass up there and let him do this shit.
But y'all don't understand. Like the contrast, he made two crazy contrasts.
Indeed.
Okay, so when he jumped to Carmelo Anthony, that was crazy. Carmelo Anthony in the state stabbing people. That was a crazy contrast of from that movie to real life.
And
When
what
he
was the disrespect to Christianity?
a bigger disrespect for Christianity was him comparing Jesus to vampires.
No,
Like
he said the movie was disrespecting Christianity, and I'm like, well, where did that happen at?
I don't know. It's because they relied on hoodoo over him, white Jesus.
But hoodoo is very much part
Christianity.
of Christianity.
It is part of Christianity. It's
Because baby,
Christianity
when I
and
went to
African.
Luke's, we is reading the Bible. We are. We gonna pray
Yeah,
to the Most High, and we gonna work them roots on your ass.
yeah. Root working is mean like, but like, so it is. Hoodoo is part. It's pretty much half Christianity. It's not half Christianity. It's like I think it's probably about half. It's half Christianity, half spirituality and root work and stuff like that. But to them, it ain't right. It ain't Judeo Christianity. So you out of here, nigga. You out of line.
Because
It
black
ain't.
people are not allowed to have their own cultural practices.
It's not Judeo Christianity. How dare you practice it? How
Because
dare you do it?
how dare
You
us have our own cultural
you
practices,
bet you
right?
better it ain't Judeo Christianity. You out of
And
line.
you sit up here and make, man, they get on my nerves. That's all
You
I can
out
say.
of line. He said, "Look, I can't stand the fact that they looked at us as either Jesus." He went from Jesus to vampires, and he mad at y'all made. He mad at y'all. He mad at y'all made white people vampires and not Jesus. That's pretty much what he's saying. You damn African Americans have made white people vampires and not Jesus. How dare you?
So what kind of story do he think African Americans are going to tell?
White people Jesus?
So if you telling an African American story, how can you tell an African American story without the people that are lighter hued being the antagonist?
What he's saying is you can't tell a white story, you can't tell a black story without a white savior. So there can be white antagonists, but at the end of the day, there has to be a white savior or an Indian savior. He said the Indians didn't come back and save him. So that everybody has to be a savior of black
How the
people.
fuck was the Indians gonna come back and save them and it was finna be nightfall?
That's what I'm saying. So everybody can save black people except black people. Nigga, how dare you save yourself?
Yeah.
How dare you, nigga? How dare you get gun rights? How dare you? How dare see that now he is tying this shit into Carmelo Anthony and our rights just as black people. Because he pretty much saying if y'all send us as vampires and not Jesus, you wrong. And if y'all think y'all gonna Carmelo Anthony stab us in the chest with a stake because we may be the vampires encroaching on you, then you wrong for that too. So I don't shit crazy. He should have stayed home. He should have stayed home. He should not have did this review.
They
Because
just let
imagine,
him say that shit though. They ain't check him, they ain't correct him, they just let him.
but you know what? That is more sad though. They three brothers up there that did not check him. Matter of fact, two brothers agree. Out of the three brothers, two agreed with him. Only one brother gave pushback. And that was the brother in the far bottom left. He was the only one that gave pushback from more or less a cultural perspective. The rest of them, Jason Whitlock, nah. But you know what? There's also this other cat though that didn't like the movie. Let's go to him though. This dude named Stevie Knight, I guess that's the nigga name. Let's see what he got to say about the movie.
Oh, he gets on my nerves. I hate his content.
See what Stevie Knight had to say about this shit. Let's see. Here we go. We ain't gonna listen to this whole bullshit.
Did you put it on the screen?
Nah, I'm going through it real quick. Hold on.
Oh.
All right, here we go, yo. This nigga wilding right here too. Let's see what this nigga got to say. Let's see what this nigga got to say. Okay, he come up. Sinners is trash. That's the name of this. Sinners is trash. Here we go. Let's see what this nigga got to talk about.
Well, I went to go see The Sinners last night. Trash.
Go ahead.
Hey, so disappointed. Sinners was ass. I don't get it, bro. I mean, we get it. We get it.
That nigga been bit by the vampire, dog. He been bit. My nigga been bit.
Yeah, he been bit too. Yep.
You notice every black person that's down in this movie got a white person right beside them to do it.
Of course.
Every black person that's down in this movie has a white person beside them to do it. What's up? What's up, Nino? What it do, man? What it do, Nino? What it do? Every black person that's against this movie had a white person beside him to do
it. But,
it was made for
a reason. We're gonna talk about it though. But that movie was fucking trash. I'm so disappointed. That movie was butt cheap.
Yeah, and then why y'all gas?
Yes.
For what? It was not good.
And we thought we was the only ones, but then I went to the
She
bathroom.
looked like a vampire.
Rose just.
Yeah, she looked like a vampire.
Hey. Oh, my bad. Hold on. I got this other one playing. Is it just me or does he not remind me of Officer Tatum? I don't know. Anyway.
So he's been hanging out with Officer Tatum. He's been hanging out with Officer Tatum. What up, cynical one?
So
yeah,
he been hanging out with Officer Tatum. Have souls? Do coons have souls? That's the question.
So I did a stream with Can Coons Go to Heaven, and I don't know, dog. They might be dead souls, man. We might not can get these niggas into heaven.
So they might be the black vampires. You know what I'm saying? They might be the black vampires.
They
you know
are.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna be able to get Coons to the upper room with us because they taking their name out of that book. They taking their name out of that book by getting big.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's
they gave
wrong.
up their soul to be under the white man's nuts.
and evil white, look at her eyes and them eyebrows. She looking like she ready to bite me.
I told you she look like a vampire. Look at her. She look like a vampire. That's why she didn't like the movie because she was getting exposed.
This nigga, no.
Just watched it and they was confused as shit. Like, bro, what the fuck did I just watch? What up, Night Nation? It's your boy, Stevie Night.
What are we?
About to get on one of these things. You feel me? What's good to watch? Night Watch, man.
It's just gonna be just him. Ah, damn, we gotta watch just him. He ain't gonna bring her up. He should have kept her in the shit. Anyway, let's see a little bit what he got to say. I ain't trying to watch this nigga the whole time. Let's see what this nigga got to say. Let's see what he got to say real quick.
You feel me? Like, it always happens to me though, bro. It always happens to me when things are hyped. They never live up to the expectation. There's that. But then this just tanked as far as I'm concerned, bro. Warning, if you hadn't seen it and you plan on seeing it, don't even watch this because I'm about to give you all the...
You ain't seen it?
Spoilers, bro. But yeah, me and my girl decided to go pull up and watch it finally because of just the promotion, but then like all the positive responses from the movie, bro. Like the reaction, the reviews from the movie have been crazy, bro. Talking about 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, 8.3 on IMDb. Like, I don't even really rock with Rotten Tomatoes, bro, because they be on that different type of time. IMDb, I refer to them as pretty accurate as far as reviews are concerned, bro. So when I seen that, and then on top of it, bro, like I am a horror movie lover, dog. It's my favorite genre of movies, bro. And it's vampires on top of it, and I'm a vampire enthusiast, bro. Like I'm a vampire buff. You feel me? I like everything vampires, bro, from the 30 Days and Nights to hell, the Blades, bro. Right? Underworlds. You know what I'm talking about? Let Me In. The Draculas, bro. Hell, I quit Vampire in Brooklyn.
Pastor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just curious. So all the ones that you know the one movie besides Blade when I was growing up that I remember to this day when I was like, oh snap. And to this day, I don't know, it's something about like the it's something about like the picture of it. It still creeps me out to this day, and that's Blackula. That was the only time. That was some creepy shit. Man, that was scary. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't sleep for a while after Blackula, man. I didn't. But I remember that, and I think besides that, and I think Blade. What other ones do we have for real? I'm pretty sure it might be a.
I think Snoop Dogg did. I think Snoop Dogg was a.
Snoop did something.
I think Snoop was a vampire once. And
hold on, wasn't it like the Tales from the Hood type remake? Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, it was like a Tales from the Hood genre. Yeah.
And I don't know if I think that was probably more comedy than scary. Bones, yeah.
Goddamn. Yeah, I even fuck with Twilight. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. The first time.
Hold on, this nigga said Twilight, dog. We done, dog.
Did he say Twilight?
This nigga said Twilight. This nigga said Twilight, dog. We nah, dog. You been bit, my nigga. Yeah, you been bit, dog. You been. This nigga said.
Look like a vampire. Of course, he been bit.
This nigga said Twilight, dog. No, we can't. No, dog. Twilight is a love story, not a horror movie. We gotta stop this shit.
It's a vampire movie, though. It is a vampire movie.
It could be a werewolf movie too.
Yeah.
So it's not really a vampire. It's more of a love story than a. Man, ain't nothing scary about Twilight, nigga. That shit was for little girls and shit.
Do it have to be scary?
Well, Twilight was good. I think anybody could watch Twilight.
No, that's more thriller suspense. It's romance, thriller, suspense. That's not,
that's not horror.
Yeah, that's right along the same lines as like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
Lord of the Rings was kind of scary. What's that nigga name?
Now you're canceled. Now you're done, sir. I don't want to hear nothing about what you say about him saying Twilight. You can't say your card's revoked, sir.
Who was that little nigga Gremlin? The little nigga that got who was the little dude that wanted the ring? My pretty. What was his name? What was that little nigga?
Go. I can't
forget his name.
The Goblin.
Goblin or Golok or something like that. That
yeah,
nigga was
like
crazy looking. when I saw Lord of the Rings, I went to bed one day and I seen that nigga in my dreams, that Gwalin nigga, and I was fucked up.
Why you having dreams about a small naked gnome, sir?
I don't know, man. My nigga, it happened.
Why is that your dream, Pastor?
All right,
I think we got some much more deep-rooted issues than this.
Pastor, I gotta go. See you later.
All right, see. No, when I seen that shit, my nigga, it just happened, dog. I had a dream about that nigga. I'm like, oh shit. I thought it was coming to get me, but
look, I got one thing I want to present because I got a few minutes myself real quick. And I'm going fishing today.
That's great. That's great. It's great.
I'm going fishing. Hey, I want to present something, right? So this right here. You remember you was talking about how like the blacks and the Indians and all that shit?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is like one thing, right, that I was like even peeping when I was saying to myself, like what you said. Now, when we go back on history and so how they try to like railroad stuff, right? So if I go here and look, just give me 1 second, bruh. If I go here and look, let me go right here. Let me see something right here. Where we at? Hold on. I think it's, give me 1 second. Here we are. Live. Here we go. Shorts. This is what I was looking at, Pastor.
Unwritten truths.
All right. So, all right. So, and you know what's wild? They literally just tried to, that's funny. They tried to. All right. So I want to pull this up. Now I'm here. I got it. So, boom. Look at this, Pastor. So when I think about the movie and the backlash from the others when it comes to it, there is a connection. You got to pull it up. Let's go.
The real history of the Black Seminoles. The story they never wanted you to hear. They weren't slaves running from masters. They were warriors running toward freedom. Descendants of West Africa's fiercest tribes. They carved out a life in the swamps of Florida, side by side with the Seminole Nation. They built communities, fought battles, and raised families. But the U.S. government saw unity as a threat. Because Black and Native strength, that was dangerous. So they labeled them fugitives and sent troops to hunt them down. They fought in the First Seminole War, then the Second, then the Third. For decades they resisted, outgunned, outnumbered, but never outmatched. They were the first to burn slave plantations and the last to bow to white domination. The U.S. paid millions in war costs just to stop Black freedom in Florida. And when they were forced west to Oklahoma, they kept resisting, kept surviving. They signed no slave contracts. They bowed to no overseers. Even the U.S. Army admitted the Black Seminoles were the most fearsome fighters they'd ever faced. This isn't just a footnote. It's a blueprint for rebellion. They erased this history because it proved freedom could be taken, not given. And today, their blood still runs through descendants, fighters, healers, teachers, builders. They weren't runaways. They were revolutionaries. And this, right here, is why we say, know your lineage.
Oh yeah, that was powerful, fam. That was powerful. That was that movie summed up, fam. That was like literally that was that movie summed up all the way. Just throw some white vampires in. Straight up, it was the same. That I mean, the great. I think. Look, yo, I had a great time on my date last night going to see it. I probably see it on my own, just so I can like really check it out, support them. You know, I went last night, so like it was a good night for him to go see. It's smooth. It ain't long, and see, it ain't another way. They said it was long and drawn out. It's not. I like movies where they do some character build up. You know, because at one point they'll tell you that they did no character build up. Then they'll tell you the movie was long and boring. No, they did good character build up. You know, the critics are contradicting themselves, honestly, on this movie.
I think it's just another way for them to try to make sure, look, we're going to discredit anything that any Black man that has anything going on in any form of fashion. Look, we can't get him on a scandal. Well, let's say his movie is some shit. We got to attack something, damn it. Got to go for something. We can't just let these niggas live. No.
It can't be that easy. That's too easy. But it's the amount of money that this movie's making, dog. This movie had a low over so it had a low cap. It had a low cap, right? So you know they don't like to give Black people a lot of money to make movies. So this movie didn't have a budget like the Transformers, right? So this movie really didn't have a horror flick budget. Because to put on a real horror flick, you need a big budget, right? To get the blood and the gore and to get you need a budget for a good horror movie.
It's almost like 100 stacks per death scene. Like that's like some small stuff. Like, bro, like death scenes be like just that moment, that little moment you saw in that movie, and it just goes to something else. That was a lot of money.
A lot of money. Take a lot of money to do a horror movie. And the thing about it is they were able to do this. You talk about efficiency. You talk about efficient. They were able to do this movie very efficiently, and it's the cinema, the view of it is. Man, there ain't been a movie shot this.
Do you think? Because I got about 5 minutes. Do you think if Leonardo DiCaprio was the one that came with his twin and said, "Nah, that's my cousin," do you think it would get the same lashback?
No, because that would be us incorporating them. So it wouldn't have mattered if there were bad white people on the outside. You had
no, Pastor. No, I'm going there before I go. Yeah, see, I really want to see where our head is. If Leonardo DiCaprio was saying that's my cousin and he went into a town of all, let's say, freed Black vampires, do you think we will have an uproar about it? Let's just be for real. Let's just talk about that before I go.
Okay, and they were stabbing black vampires.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell no! That would be a damn box. This would be a box office. This is already a box office movie. But if
You don't think it wouldn't be an uproar about that from our community?
No.
Okay, talk about it.
I think because we've already seen those type of movies where because look, every zombie movie that they make, they always make the zombies look darker complected or darker skin.
They're dead.
But they
count. That don't count.
Okay.
They've been underground.
Okay. But nah, if it was a bunch of black people being slaughtered by some white people in a vampire movie, hell no, it wouldn't be no backlash. It would be white people would be like, man, that was a great movie. Especially if they're talking about white. If this was some white Irish, free white Irish people, and there was some runaway vampire slaves in the Delta chasing them down.
Yeah,
white people will love that shit. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if white people don't make that movie. You know,
you wow.
We were runaway slaves too, and black runaway slaves was chasing us through the Delta. Black people wouldn't get mad at white people for making that movie. Not one bit. So I think he's there. The dollar said, I think so. But if you do all your props right, shop surplus, then you can have a blockbuster #1 and save money. And that's what they did. They say they use their money on good cameras, good lenses, good angles, and great acting, and a good storyline. And they went hard, dog. Them black people poured their soul into that movie with their acting.
And the CGI as well. There was some CGI involved.
Yeah, it was. Especially to get
it was some CGI involved. Like basically, I know what you're saying. It was together well. I mean, think about it. Look. Did we have a problem when what's my name? Jack. What's his name that played Wolverine?
Jack. I know you're talking about though, the dude with the
Did we have a problem when he played Van Helsing?
No, we didn't.
I'm just saying. So now watch this. You know something that's wild? If we really think about it, watch this. Wasn't Blade a black vampire slayer? And did he or did he not basically slay white vampires? Where was the uproar?
Well, he did.
And a nigga could walk in the day. He was over top of the whites. He was outside in the daytime.
But who was his white savior though?
Oh yeah, Whistler. The mechanic guy. Yeah, the mechanic dude.
Whistler. That's what made Blade tolerable.
But still, he went out and he was slaying white vampires. Why was
under white leadership? Under white leadership. Everything he did it under white leadership. That's why it was. Well, we got Sharon.
That was his doctor. No, what's up, Sharon? No, we're not gonna do that, Pastor.
No.
Listen, if they're talking about sinners and these are okay, bet. Black guy slaying white vampires. Why wasn't the same uproar for Blade?
Because I'm telling you, he had it because of Whistler, and he had to take orders from a white man to do it.
No, he didn't take orders. That was his mechanic. That was his buddy. And even at the end of it, his buddy wound up in Trilogy. They wound up at odds.
That's how I was going to, because he stopped listening.
He became woke. He became woke.
That nigga was like, no. I'm up out here, Whistler. But see, that's why Blade 1 was so good, and all the black people would go see Blade 1 is because it had that element. It had that element of a white overseer. And when you go to see, when you look at Sinners did not have a white overseer at all. Like literally at all. Yeah.
Okay. Black Panther. Wasn't his black ass saying Wakanda, and wasn't a lot of who it was that he was fighting when he got with the Civil War and Marvel and stuff? There's a whole lot of Black Panther just slaying a bunch of white villains.
But a white man had to give us the Black Panther. So white people still felt a part of it.
Okay, so who's the director of this movie?
A black guy. Let me show you. I'll show him to you. I'll show you the director.
And who allowed the black man to put the movie out? Yeah, let's go down the rabbit hole.
They were fighting.
Let's go down the rabbit hole.
They were fighting over who could get this, who was going to get this movie.
Right.
See, this the director right here is Ron Coogler.
Okay.
Ron Coogler. He also directed Black Panther and Fruitvale Station. He only 38.
All right. So do you believe? All right. So me knowing that you already think all white people are vampires. All right. So we already know where your headspace is. Do you believe that he was able to just put this movie out with no, people above him, as you said with Blade? As you said with Wakanda, right? You don't think that in order for this movie to have gotten the push that it got, you don't think he don't have those same handlers in real life?
You know what? I very much, yeah. I do think he has to deal with
I digress.
That world.
My mic is muted.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you that. He has to deal with that world. But the thing about it is, so we all have to deal with that world. But how much do you ride? How do you habitually line step? Here we go. How much do you habitually line step on the lines of what they give you to work with? And I think that's what he's doing. Shout out to that brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't think white people technically. If he didn't put this movie out, white people wouldn't be mad. Now, are white people happy about the amount of money that they can make from this movie? Because white people are going to make some money. We're going to white theaters. We're not going to all black theaters, Smitty. We're going to white-owned theaters to see this movie, right?
But they did the same thing with the Django.
What was the Django?
White-owned theaters.
Those white-owned theaters. So you know what? I don't give a damn. If these white people get a couple of dollars off of this shit, it's fine. The food for thought is worth the dollar spent. It's worth it to me. It's worth it to empower the white man's pockets a little bit more to see this depiction that I want to see. Even if I got to go to his theaters.
You know what else, now that my brain juices are flowing, bruh? You know what else? Another movie that we haven't mentioned. Guess what? Guess who was another black man that was slaying all of these white slaves? And he was even talking to white mannequins. I believe it was a movie called I Am a Legend. Will Smith.
They were zombies.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. No, you can you can see it in the face.
They were not white people.
Those were dead white people.
I Am Legend was not white people. You wilding out, fam. Them were black people.
Those were dead white people.
They were deceased black people, and they made him fight his own people. Because where did I Am Legend happen? What in the Bronx? Or Manhattan? It was in Manhattan, right?
Passer. The world supposedly was at the end, bruh. So it don't matter what city he was in. It's the world, sir. That's just what he didn't have enough gas to get over to France. Remember, everything is shut down, bruh. He's watching old VHS tapes of TV series because there's no more TV stations.
So you're trying to tell me only white people survived in I Am Legend to become who Will Smith was fighting against?
What I'm saying is that was a black man who obviously was talking to white mannequins.
That is true.
Okay. All right. He was talking to white mannequins.
But hold on. But there's racial disparity in mannequins, though. There is racial disparity in mannequins.
Bro, you didn't.
There is, right? There's not that many black mannequins as there are white mannequins.
You didn't see the Dorothy sundress, the mannequin. Stop it, sir. Listen, Pastor. The fact is this, okay? We have multiple examples in which there was never an uproar. I'm actually on your side. I'm just trying to figure out, sir, why is there an uproar now? Why?
Because black people pretty much put out our own movie, because it was a fairly cheap movie to put out. They didn't spend a lot. And I don't think Hollywood had
I don't think it's about not spending a lot. I think it's more so they made well over what they spent, and that's generally what movies try to do. That's the main purpose. We do the same thing with Drugs in the Hood. We try to flip it,
Yeah, but most movies don't flip. The only movies they had that really flip was like the Marvels, like the Transformers, the Marvels, the superhero movies. They flip, but most of these white movies lose money. Let's keep it real. Like they do got some classics like Pretty Woman and shit like that. But most black movies are made cheaply and turn a profit. You could argue that black movies being made cheap and turning such great profit is what kept Hollywood alive. Because a lot of these white movies do not turn a profit.
Okay. All right. So I need you. All right. So look, there are plenty of their movies. Now, first of all, if they didn't, then why are most whites for the longest the ones who are getting the Oscars? Why were we so mad? No. Stop. All
right, here we go. Let's go.
We got to think about it, sir. Okay, let's tap in. If that's the case, then why is it that we were complaining so many times that Denzel was being railroaded and so many others? So if their movies aren't flipping, then why are they the ones getting the Oscars? So they're the ones getting the Oscars on movies that don't flip. Talk to me about that, sir.
They are, dog. Check this, right? And they are backstabbing and gatekeeping black people away from awards as well. And they movies is trash. They movies is trash. Like white people ain't made a good movie in 10 years. The last movie they made good for cheap was American Sniper with Chris Kyle.
All right, here we go, Pastor. Boom. Here's the $1 million question. Everything you just said, is that objective or subjective? You got the floor.
It's objective because the numbers are there. The numbers are there. The numbers are there.
He gonna get his off. He gonna
the
get his
numbers
off.
are there,
Okay.
dog. The numbers are there. I'm telling you, they have made some trash ass movies, and they have always had to have black people in their movies for them shits to sell. You tell me a movie that's got
I do agree. I do agree that the very day that every single Negro says strike, shit gonna plummet. I agree. Oh, we are more than the backbone. We the brains, heart, lungs. We all types of. We're the digestive system. We everything when it comes to the body work of entertainment. So I agree with you. The very moment that we decide to never dribble again, the very day that we decide to never pick up a microphone, the very moment that we decide to say, "I'm not reading that script," shit, boy, it's
shit be done.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Like if you look at it, like even if you look at them old John Wayne, if they didn't have Sidney Poitier.
My grandma loves that stuff. All them old westerns. Oh, that's my mom and my grandma, yo. Like they love a black and white western. They did.
And back then, white people could get away with a 90% cast, but that shit was still boring. And they had to put black people in there. You know how I know? Because I sometimes.
You're right. Watch this though. Watch this, because you know what my grandma's favorite show was. Man, God rest her soul, man. Grandma. Her favorite show when it got newer was Texas Walker Ranger. And who do you have? A black sidekick.
Yeah, he had a black sidekick. Did you get what I'm saying? Like black people can always be in high level production as long as they have a white overseer like Blade. That's why I love Blade. One of my favorite movies is Blade, but he had to have that white overseer.
That was not his bro. It's not the same thing, bro. Like that's like, all right. So look, right. Say you own your own business, but you got like, I don't know, like a vendor that you partnered with, or a mechanic. So like you your own man, you own all, your home and everything else. But like, you got a mechanic, and when you need your car fixed, that's where you go, bro. When he needed his sword or all this other stuff, all the things to keep him going, like that was his, like, bro, that's his, like, I don't know. That's
so
like
you're trying to say he like Alfred.
That was more like his ace. That was more like his. You know what I'm saying? His man's, and then they just fell out. I never looked at him as, out of all 3 or 4, I think it was 3 or 4 of them. I never looked at him as oh yeah, that's I ain't gonna lie. I think that's that down south headspace, but that's okay. I understand my down south brothers and sisters. Y'all a little different with it. Y'all a little different. I'm on the East Coast. But go ahead, though.
Yeah, we gonna call everything, not everything, a lot of things. We gonna call that shit prejudice, nigga. That shit racist. Okay, but that's how we do, yo. We gotta hold them.
Okay, so was Spawn racist?
Yes, it definitely was. Yo, why do they try to make a nigga coming out of hell? black man coming
because
out
it
of
was a little
hell.
fat black. I mean, it was a little fat white clown that used to listen. You got to understand. Even then, so they had a little fat white man, taunt him all through the movie. But guess what he did? Rebuked the devil, I guess, since that's what you would call it.
Mm-hmm. But he still had to go to hell, though. They still trying to take him to hell.
Because we all know that's the representation that we all got to go through something in life in order to have a story. In order to have a testimony, you have to go through the first 4 letters of that word, sir. He just emerged from the test, to be able to have the testimony.
Okay, you got to go through some tests to have a testimony. I agree with that. I would never disagree with that.
That's all.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
but
he had to get his testimony.
Like Ski Bass said, man, Spawn was racist. Now, I think Spawn was real racist. Now that you talk about it,
no, it was not.
Spawn was more racist than Blade.
A black man that was so guarded for his family. What was the number one thing that he made sure he came back from hell to do? What? Look over who? His wife and his daughter. Man, stop playing. That was his whole mission.
Okay, that was his mission. But why they gonna give him a righteous mission out of hell?
Because that is to show how much black men will actually go through hell and back to make sure that we take care of the women and the children, sir. That was a direct message on that. I don't know how you missed it.
Well, I don't want no white man. I don't want no white. For black, I don't want white men telling me that. I figure that out on my own as a black.
Then you
man.
know what, sir? Then maybe you just need to settle for Tyler Perry.
No.
Oh yes, no. All black. It's all black. It's all black. What?
Tyler Perry is definitely not all black. Tyler Perry, no, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's not.
I don't see no white people in his movies.
Tyler Perry was an all black since he was doing that. And I'll give you.
I remember. Listen, bro. I'm one of them people. I remember when my friends had VHS tapes of him doing them plays in the church and stuff.
No, they were black. No,
I remember. I'm from then, bro. Before the movie.
I'll give you that.
I remember my friends showing that shit.
Yeah. Back then he was real black. Back then he was making black content. I ain't gonna lie. We ain't gonna lie. We did give him a chance back then. The black community did give Tyler Perry a chance back then when he was making those plays, right? And then he lost his way, man. He done went too far with them people. He got bit, dog. He was already bit by something. Then he got bit again. And then
listen, passer. We just got to keep it all the way funky. The fact is this: we need to try to figure out and hone in on why is this one in particular. I'm actually just giving the examples of how many times we have pulled this off. What is it about? Yeah, we pulled it off.
My computer was tripping. My bad. You know, I've been doing Tourette's. The devil trying to get to it. You got it, bro.
Hey, go take a shot of some holy water or something real quick, bro. I'll wait. I'm not even playing. I'll wait for you.
No, it's not me. It's the computer. The devil doing this. The devil. I'm good. I'm covered. I'm covered, brother. I'm straight. Let's go. We ready.
But if you controlling, but if you controlling and showing the computer and you keep saying it's the devil, then who are you, sir?
No. The devil trying to get into the computer, but I'm controlling the show. I'm fighting the devil back. I'm pushing this nigga back. I'm trying to put the devil behind this stream, and he's trying to get in it. That's why I keep having to stop, nigga. I got him. Don't worry. Don't you get distracted by him.
So the devil's backstage trying to get up on the panel.
Yeah, I got that nigga. Don't worry about it. I'm holding him back.
Tell me that that's a black woman.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't do that. No.
Thank you. All right. And don't tell me it's a black man.
Nah.
Okay. All right. Cool beans. All right.
I really meant my
none of us are that.
Yeah. I really meant my for some odd reason this cord in my earphones is triggering my it'll start playing spontaneously and shit. But no, I don't necessarily like playing that the black women are devils and black men are devils.
Hold on. What does this ski mask say? Tyler Perry is for you ain't gotta pull it up. Tyler Perry is for black women and gray black men.
Not every.
I would say it does cater to the black women, but I would honestly also say that no, because again, like there were a whole bunch of my homies that honestly, you know who Tyler Perry really catered to? Well, man, that's tough because there's a lot of them in there too. But nah, I got a lot of homies that definitely were very much so straight go for it guys, but they were into church, and that was a lot of what he was doing before. A lot of his plays and stuff were in churches or church plays stuff, like you know. And he just put a little twist to it. I'm trying to tell you what we seeing now in the movies. I'm somebody who actually remembers. I never knew about him. I had friends, you know, ladies I might have dated or, you know, talked to and stuff like that. Even some of my cousins and so on and so forth who introduced me to that. So nah, it's people that's like just regular black people, you know, straight and narrow that just really attracted to him because they were original fans. And we all know how that is. Like, you know, when you get big like that and people that rock with you from the beginning, it's a lot of people that's still gonna rock with you no matter which way you go.
That's his original plays, I would say that black people overall watched.
Yeah, black people. It wasn't, it ain't had nothing to do with like it really didn't in the beginning. As somebody who knows this, you know, from when I've seen how he started, at least. Yeah. It wasn't that.
I don't know about this movie. He got a trailer. There's a movie called The Boss Nigga. Let me look this one up. What kind of movies are we making now? We got one coming out called The Boss Nigga.
I mean, look, I ain't gonna lie. He did great in Alex Cross. Cause listen, when I was incarcerated, James Patterson. Oh my goodness gracious, bro! I love his books. All of those Alex Cross series and everything, bro. I've read basically every one. Like I actually do read. Like I like to read books. Like I'm into reading tough. And when he did that, the only thing that threw me off was I never pictured Alex to be white. I mean black. That's all. Like that's the only thing. But he did good in that movie. I ain't going front. Now watch this, Pastor. Do you think he had a white overseer?
He probably did. He probably did.
So he was bit in that movie too. He got bit.
He got bit, dog. He got bit. Because I want to say this was Ski Mask wanted us to look at. I ain't gonna play it. I'm not gonna play the music with it. Come with it. This is a trailer called The Boss Nigga. And this, I guess, this is what you were talking about if they flipped it, right? This is another movie, a cinema, which is no white people probably put this one out. We got two brothers.
Hold on, what's that? Hold on. What's the title?
Boss Nigga. That shit crazy, dog.
What? What? I just peeped that.
This shit crazy, dog. Like, what's going on?
Go ahead and get through this trailer. Go ahead and get through this trailer so I can get my day going, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yo, this shit. Man, I'm about to get off this damn internet. I'm getting off this internet fucking with y'all.
What?
I'm about to get off the internet after this and quit fucking with y'all.
Yeah, I need my vacation, bro. I'm so glad I'm getting ready to take this flight. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I need it after this. You niggas are terrible. You niggas are terrible. Wow. And that's what I named this stream. I just named it Wow.
Hey man, what else can you name it, dog? Like this shit be crazy. Like black people and white people have the worst history ever, dog. We need to give it up.
What's wrong with like, but I don't understand. Okay, what's wrong with like, I don't know, boss black man? What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? That'd be boss nigga kissing a white woman.
Well, no. Back then, that was a flex. That was a flex, bro. Like, let's just be for real. It's not what it is today, bro. Back in the day, that was like, yeah, we can take your B2, massa. That's. I ain't gonna lie, that was a flex.
Yeah, but kiss the white woman. Kiss the white woman in front of the white man. Let's go back to that. Kiss the white woman in front of the white. Ow! And then kiss the white woman in front of the white man. So yeah, that was a flex back then. I guess you're right. I give you that. And then drink tea Drink tea and have him serve me. Right in.
While smoking the backwood with no weed in it, just the backwood. He got just the wood. That's an actual aromatic.
Blowing up shit, yo. See, shout out to the niggas. I love black cinema, dog. Look at this. Dragging white people down the street.
Oh, now we get, hold on. See, that was the, oh, hold on. Stop. Go back. I want you to stop it. No, watch this. Now I want you to stop it at the gunshot to the hand. Stop it right there. Here we go. Watch this. Keep going. And keep going. Pause it right at that scene when he shoot him in the hand. Pop, stop. Right there. That's Black Jesus. See, that's the hole in the hand to let you know. See, didn't they say when he come back, we're gonna ask where's the hole? Nah, real talk though. Okay. Yeah. I'm just saying. I think that was their way of saying we do recognize that Jesus was of a melanated complexion. Rock out.
Black.
That was the hole in the hand. That was the hole in the hand to the cross.
You know, and Jason Whitlock did say that there was a Christian value to all these old movies, and that was the Christian value that the black man is in the image of God.
Mm-hmm. Now watch Jesus go ahead and pull this revolver out of his Texas belt.
Let's go. Made in his image, going to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Blowing shit up.
Oh, stop right there. Go right back before it blew up. Right, stop it right as it blew up. We're gonna go even deeper, black people. Wow, that's the burning bush.
Yes.
That's the burning bush.
Yes.
Rock out. That's the burning bush. Mm-hmm. Look at all the symbolism.
Yeah, he had to rise up like Moses.
What?
All of them, nigga. Shooting like Moses to free his people.
No. Now we up. Peep game. Pause it. Peep game. How many bullets did he shoot? 12. How many was at the table with him at the end of the supper? Rock out.
All them disciples.
And I don't even know how he shot 12 bullets out of a 5-chamber revolver. But I know once upon a time he did feed like 1,000 people with like 2 fish and a loaf of bread. You see the connection? You see the connection? Black Jesus.
Black Jesus is real. And these cinema, you got to see the greatness and blackness. See, he had a speed loader.
Facts.
Boss nigga.
I gotta go, bro.
I gotta
go. I'm gone, bro.
All right, man. Y'all stay blessed, man. I'm gonna end the stream. Y'all stay
much respect, bro.
Same to you, man.
You are wild for that one right there, bro. I'm gonna holler at you.